What's up, guys, and welcome to my spoiler review for episode 6 of Ahsoka, where she's not even really in the episode, believe it or not. The show's called Ahsoka. She's not really even in the episode. She's got maybe 2 minutes of screen time taking a page out of the book of Boba Fett, uh, where he was, only in like 2 minutes of one of the later episodes of his show. So, but regardless, this show is 10 times better than that show. I do like that show, but this show is just, there's just so much more going on, and it's just so much more focused and better written. Uh, this episode, we are blasting off to a new galaxy. We get there, and the first scene of it you get, it's just Ahsoka and her droid Hu Yang or whatever his name is. They're having a little conversation, and he's about to tell her a story, and it's a nice little moment. But I think they just kind of needed to show, okay, they're on the journey, they're going through the hyperspace, um, to where now ultimately we catch up with Balin and Sabine and how they get there, and we find out that it is the home of the sisters of Dathomir, the witch sisters, who introduce us to this galaxy, this new galaxy, and this new planet. We get there, and Sabine's taken hostage by them, and holding almost to wait for the entrance of the Grand Admiral. Uh, this scene is so incredible. How it's shot, how the music plays, the way Thrawn enters. I mean, it is like there is a lot of power behind that scene. And I love the introduction of Thrawn. I think that he is so menacing, cool, calm, collected, and a force to be reckoned with. I can't wait to see him take action and do things. I mean, this guy is he's a powerhouse, and I love the performance as well, and how he meets Balin and his apprentice and all that, and how he says to Sabine, you can go, but whether you come back alive or dead or whatever happens to you out in the wastelands, it's not really matter to me because, you helped, you know, get me off this planet. So basically, he says, you could go ahead. You go ahead, you try to find Ezra, which to me, like, I was kind of wondering, like, how when they got to the planet originally, like, when Ezra and Thrawn got there, how did Ezra escape him? Like, what happened there, and how did he end up with the little Fantastic Beasts people? It's what they look like to me. So that was a little questionable how he's just hanging out with these guys for so long. But she goes off. She fights these marauders. She has no hard time with them. Like, they're like, "Oh, you're not going to survive out there," and she gets shot by them like several times, but she's okay. She takes them out with the lightsaber. The Tut Tut, I believe, is the name of the creature that she was riding. Smells the animals, the little Fantastic Beast creatures, goes to head over, have a little Ewok moment. They felt like very much like Ewoks. How kind of like it was like, I'm not gonna hurt you, I'm not gonna hurt you. Sabine does the same thing. So it's nice to have the references and like just the feel of Star Wars and what Star Wars is really at its core. So that was nice to see. And then the end of the episode, where she finds him, and he's like, "Hey, how'd you get here? What happened?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to tell you right now." And I'm thinking, "You're not going to tell him?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's just, we can't stay in the same spot for so long, so let's help them pack." She's like, "Okay, help them pack. Uh, can't you imagine that they're planning on getting off this planet like pretty soon? And if you don't get on that ship or something, you're going to be stranded there. So that was a little like questionable to me why she just was like, yeah, let's take our time, let's just help these little animals move, let's just pack their bags. It was a little strange to me. So we'll see how she explains herself in the next episode. Um, but I really like the end of it to where Thrawn is talking to the witch, and they're the witches, and he's getting the report that Ahsoka is on her way, or Jedi is on the way, and he says, he wants all the information on her he could get, her master, all this sort of stuff, her homeworld, whatever the case may be, he wants to know. So I think it'll be very interesting to when he finds out that her master was indeed Anakin Skywalker. That'll be really cool. How that's all going to play through. The screenplay is really, really well done in all these episodes. I love this show. I love this series. And it ends with him saying, "Hey, let's, I need to use the dark magic of the witches once again." So it's interesting, and it's exciting to see what is going to happen in the next one. Are we going to have a 2 versus 2 battle? Are we going to have Balin and Shin Hati versus Ezra and Sabine? Does he still have a lightsaber? What's going on there? So that's really interesting. Also, the stuff with Balin in this episode. What is his overall goal? What is his plan? The enemy of my enemy is my friend is the line he uses. Okay, that's really interesting. What does he plan on doing? And his comments on seeing the Jedi Temple burn and things like that is like, okay, I really am interested, and I love this character. He's so well realized, and Ray Stevenson is so fantastic. And 2 episodes left we get of him. I love this character, and I love all the characters. I love the show. I think it's incredible, and I don't think there's a single episode of filler yet. This episode, look, did it have a little issue with Sabine towards the end of it? How she was kind of behaving throughout. She seemed a little extra confident when she was around the witches. Whatever you want to say about that. But her decision to be like, yeah, I don't want to tell you right now. It's like, okay, a little annoying, but we'll see how that plays out. But I love the show, love the episode, and Thrawn's entrance is an all-timer for Star Wars scenes. So that's for that, guys. Comment down below. Did you watch this episode? What do you think is going to happen in the future? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future episodes of the Ahsoka spoiler reviews and the previous spoiler reviews we've got up, our live show, our weekly review show, all sorts of stuff. We just posted a 4K and Blu-ray update video with a bunch of new releases. Come on over, check that out. It's up right now. You can follow me on Twitter, RyanKing72, and on Instagram and TikTok at King Arises 131. That's been it for me. Thanks so much for watching this one, and until next time, over and out.